ordinance aimed at giving tenants more protection from no-fault evictions is now headed to the San Diego City Council next week.
CBS 8's Kelly Hessedall is live at City Hall. We got more details about the plan today in a virtual news conference with city leaders, and we're also hearing, Kelly, from critics of the plan, I understand.
Yeah, that's right. You know, the city says this isn't something that they put together overnight. This has been in the works for several months. They got input from different landlords groups as well as rent or tenant groups as well. And they say if passed, it would provide some of the strongest protection for renters in the entire state. Now, here's what Council President Elo-Rivera said earlier.
San Diegans who are paying their rent and abiding by their lease should not live in fear of eviction. Sadly, too often, San Diego renters are being evicted despite following the rules.
So here's a closer look at some of the key points of this plan. Protections would begin day one of a lease with exemptions for short-term leases. It offers financial assistance when a tenant's lease is terminated through no fault of their own. And specifically, the plan provides 2 months rent relocation assistance and 3 months for a senior or a person with disabilities. So as it stands right now, nothing is offered. The city says this ordinance tackles two of the biggest issues we're dealing with right now: affordable housing and homelessness. Mayor Todd, Gloria today said seniors are one of the fastest populations becoming homeless. A lot of them are on fixed incomes. And though this plan isn't perfect, the city says it's doing its best to give people some relief now. However, critics, including Mark Powell, a real estate broker who spoke to us on behalf of the Apartment Owners Association, says punishing landlords isn't the solution. He says landlords are not the ones to blame for the homeless crisis.
Nobody wants to evict people and have them go homeless. But that shouldn't be the burden on the property owners. Maybe it should be the burden on the state to supply that relocation assistance, but not private property owners. It's stripping away private property rights.
And he says he wants to see the statistics, that is, exactly on how no-fault evictions, how many people that are homeless became homeless because of no-fault evictions. He says the group that he's working with right now is working on putting litigation forward. Carlo and Heather.
Kelly, you mentioned that this has been in the works for quite some time, but do we know what the timeline is now on all of this?
Right, so it goes before the full council on Tuesday. If it passes there, it goes for a second reading sometime in May. After that, if it passes, it goes to the mayor's office for signature to become law. And the mayor says it's possible that this could become law within the next several weeks. Now, as for the lawsuit, I asked, are they concerned about that at all? The council president, the mayor said that the city attorney has reviewed this ordinance and they believe that it could withstand any legal scrutiny.
Push-pull to keep people in their homes continues. Kelly Hessedall reporting live for us. Thanks, Kelly.